Members of the head table, members of the proposition that is taking this country into a constitutional coup and to anarchy, and ladies and gentlemen, let's look at some of the arguments the proposition has made today. They said that in January 9, 2015, the constitution was usurped by appointing Ranil Wickremesinghe as Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, Maithripala Sirisena's manifesto in 2015, the first point was on the next day, he will appoint Ranil Wickremesinghe as the Prime Minister. That is exactly what the mandate we got, and that is exactly what they did. There was, a fresh mandate was given for that. And were no confidence motions tested in the parliament during that period of the 6 months when we had a government from January to August 2015? No confidence motions were brought by their side. But 4 years later, they have a big problem with it. They are arguing about it. They talked about the central bank bond issue. For the first time in the history of Sri Lanka, a Prime Minister went and testified at the Presidential Commission and gave evidence. What did we do? 2 ministers went and testified. Then the matter was put to courts. Assets of perpetual treasuries, which was found to act unlawfully, were frozen. Did this happen during the time of their regime? Did this happen during 2005 and 2015? The second speaker had the audacity to say that we are selling strategic assets. Do you know that their regime created a strategic asset of an airport where no planes come? They created a strategic asset of a port where no ships are docking. They put this country into debt, miles and miles of debt. The third speaker had the audacity to say that Parliament is supreme. No, the Constitution is supreme. When the Constitution says you can have an election every 4.5 years, that is supreme. You can't have a parliamentary election depending on what side of the bed Maithripala Sirisena wakes up in the morning. You have to do it constitutionally. You have to do it legally. Then they had the audacity to say about Mohan Piris. Can I remind them about Shirani Bandaranayake? How that Chief Justice, Shirani Bandaranayake, gave a decision against that regime, and they unceremoniously took her out of office. Let me take Aranda's question quickly.
What is your definition of democracy?
Democracy is a country run by the people, for the people, by the people, like Abraham Lincoln said. But democracy is also run according to the Constitution. The Constitution of Sri Lanka says every 4.5 years an election is held. Ladies and gentlemen, these constitutional coup artists, let's see what they did to our economy since they came into power 1 month ago. The outflows of the stock market from January 2017 to September 2018, 11.9 billion inflow to Sri Lanka. Within 1 month, we lost 66% of that money. 8 billion flew out. Independent assessments estimating the cost of this crisis is 72 billion. S&P, Moody's, Fitch downgraded our economy in just the last 1 month. We are talking about the Sri Lanka rupee. In the last 1 month, when the Indonesian rupiah, the Philippine peso, the Turkish lira, the Argentine peso, they all appreciated. The Sri Lankan rupee depreciated by 4.23. Why? Because of them. Because of them. They depreciated our Sri Lankan rupee. I am poorer. You're poorer today because our imports are more expensive, because they decided to play around with the Constitution. Then look at tourism. 300,000 jobs are affected because of tourism. What did they do? Lonely Planet named us the best destination to travel in 2019. 2 days later, ladies and gentlemen, 2 days later, they did the constitutional coup. IMF have freezed 1.5 billion of a tranche. US dollars 1.5 billion light railway. Yes, madam, it's very difficult when these things are said. We know, but this is the reality. The light rail project, 1.5 billion. Millennium Challenge Corporation, a grant, that's free money. They are giving you money to do projects. What did they do? Because of this constitutional coup, all of this has been put on hold. Ladies and gentlemen, what did they do during the last 1 month? Bandula Gunawardena, the purported investment minister, says money can be brought to Sri Lanka, no questions asked. no questions asked. All the money laundering, the dirty money can come into Sri Lanka. Is that the kind of economy we want in our country? We are talking about constitution, but we are okay with dirty money. Do you see the Sunday Times expose last Sunday? Sri Lanka's largest tender, $1.10 billion worth of a tender, which was done against following proper procedure. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to have a presidential election first. We need to restore parliamentary democracy. We won't have a country if these people are allowed to do what they want to do. Thank you.